Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. If you are preparing for AMC 8 math competitions, or maybe if you're a student who loves solving challenging maths problem, then you are in the right place. In this video, we are starting our AMC 8 preparation series with one of the most important topics in today's video, that is number theory. So we solved multiple choice questions discussing integers, consecutive even and odd integers, perfect squares, and finally we discuss how to solve multiple choice question using shortcut methods. Before we begin, if you are interested in AMC 8 or any competition maths, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future lessons in this AMC 8 series. Now we start with this multiple choice question. Now the condition that we have is difference between two consecutive perfect square is 38. So you can do like 18 square, then 19 square, you find a difference, then 19 square, and then 20 square, you find a difference, right? So doing that will take lots of your time and energy. The way is when the condition is given like the perfect square something, then always think the sum of those two options, like here 18 and 19. If you add 18 plus 19, it is 37. Now, when you add 19 and 20, it is 39. Okay, the mental math process to find the very fastest way in this case is to get 37 by adding the given option. Here, this one gives 18 plus 19, which is 37. Now, how we can say this is the answer? The process is the difference between, it says the difference between two consecutive numbers, and which is the perfect square. So let's suppose if one number is n, right, the next number should be n plus 1. It's because these two numbers are consecutives, and it says the square, the difference of the square is 37. Now, n plus 1. So the square minus their a square is 37. So this is in the form of a plus b whole square. Simply a plus b whole square is a square, 2ab plus e square. That means that this is n square plus 2n plus 1 minus n square, which is 37. We can cancel this plus n square and minus n square. So 2n plus 1 equals to 37. If you subtract 1 on both sides, the value of 2n is equals to 36, which gives n is equals to 18 dividing both sides. Now see, we have this n, which is number 18, and the next number is n plus 1. That means 18 plus 1. So that is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. So this is the process to find the number that takes lots of time and energy. But the thing is, when we have a condition where it says the perfect square, the difference between two consecutive perfect square is given, we try to find the sum of the option, which is equals to this number. So in this case, 18 plus 19 is 37. So this is the answer. So this is how we do mental maths in the examination. Now here is the second question. The question is to find which of the following can be written as the sum of three consecutive integers. Now here the condition is given. sum of three consecutive integers. So we have to understand if three consecutive integers are given, those numbers are always divided by 3. Just for example, if you say 1, 2, and 3, the sum is 6, it is divided by 3. If you take 2, 3, 4, it's a 9, the sum will be divided by 3. Or even you take 10, 11, 12, which is 3 divided by 3. So the number which is not divisible by 3 is the answer. So 21 divisible by 3, 3 times 7, it's a 3 times 11. This is 3 times 15, and 50 is none because this is 3 times 2 and 3 times 4, so 24, right? Answer is 15. Now, here is another problem. So the question here is sum of four consecutive even integers is given 100. Now, what's the smallest integer? So these are small numbers, so you can easily add. You add all these four numbers, that is equals to 100. So the answer is obviously 22, right? Adding all four numbers, that gives you 100, and these are increased by 2. So the condition is even integers. Now you can solve the next way. That is a lengthy process. So the first number you can consider n. The second number is increased by 2 because of even integers. Every time you increase by 2, so the third number will be n plus 4 and then n plus 6, which is equals to 100. In the case, if you sum all these four numbers, now we have 4n, it is sum, it's 12, is equals to 100. Subtract 12 from both sides. We have 88 here. Divide by 4 on both sides. Now we have 22. So this is the smallest integers, right? Now the condition is three consecutive odd integers. So find average of 93. 93 divided by 3. Now which is 31. Again, 93 divided by 3, which is 31. So this is the middle number. And condition is all integers. So we subtract 2 from here to get the smallest number. And we add 2 on this to get the largest. So these three numbers are three consecutives, all integers. If you add all them, so the sum of all these is equals to 93. Now we can find the next way. So n is the middle number. Now n minus 1 is the number less than n, and the n plus 2 is the number greater than n. And the sum is given, which is 93. So that is equals to 93. And this 2 minus and plus 3 cancel. The value of 3n is equal to 93. That's why if you divide by 3 on both sides, then this is 31. So n being the middle number is 31. If you subtract 2 from n, then you get the smallest number. And if you add 2 on n, then you get the largest number. This is how we solve by process. So the mental math process is to divide 93 by 3. You get the average, which is the middle number. And then you subtract 2, you get the smallest. And add 2 on that, we get the largest. Now, the question is to find which of the following integers can be written as the sum of four consecutives all integers. Again, here is four consecutives or integers, all those numbers which are divided by 4 that can be written as the sum of all consecutive or integers. And the number that is not divisible by 4 is the answer. So you are asked to find the number which cannot be written. So this is divisible by 4, right? 4 times 6. This is 4 times 10. It's 4 times 14. It's 4 times 70. And 90 is not divisible by 4. So this E is the answer. Now let's see this question. So sum of integers from 1 to 15 is calculated and one number is omitted. Now the result is 110. That is after one number is missing. Now the question is to find that omitted number, the missing number. Now here we don't add 1 plus 2 plus 3 and then up to 15. So the process to find the sum from 1 to 15 is you just get the last number, multiply this by 16. So you multiply the number after that. We have to find sum from 1 to 15. So the 15 times the number after that and then divide by 2. So that will be now 15 times 8, right? 2 times 1, 2 times 8, which is 120. That is the sum from 1 to 3 up to 15. Now, the actual sum should be 115. Since one number is missing, how to find the missing number? The missing number is now 120, whatever the sum they have, which is 110. That's a missing number. So this 8 is the missing number here. Let's see this question. Two standard dice are rolled and the product is multiple of 3, which sum is impossible. Now here the product is multiple of 3, meaning it should be 3, 6, 9, and so on. So the multiple of 3 is it should be 3 or 6 or 9 or 12. Now let's see the possibility. So to get 3, the first die we have 1 and the second dice we have 2. Now if you get the product of this is just 2. Let's see how to solve. So the first option is 3. Now this 3 can be obtained if the first die has 1 and second die has 2. But the product is 2. Even if the second die has 1 and the first die has 2, the product is 2. So in this case, the product is not the multiple of 3. So this is the correct answer. Now if you look at 5, so we can have the first die as 2 and then die as 3. The sum is 5 and the product is the multiple of 3. So this is right. I mean, this is the multiple of 3. The answer is A. Now we can check 7. So you can have 3 in the first die and the 4 in the second die to get 7. If you multiply with 12, which is the multiple of 3. And in case of 8, you can get 2 in the first and then the 6 in the second die. The multiple is 12 again. And the 4 again, 1 in the first die and the 3 in the second die. And then multiple is 3. So only this 3 is the answer. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you think this is helpful, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care.